Hello, my name is Kaelene. Welcome to the Book Buddies, and today I'm going to do my extremely belated BookTubeAthon wrap-up. I meant to do this a long time ago, and it just didn't happen. And I barely even remembered to do it today. I suddenly realized that it was Thursday. I mean, I knew it was Thursday all day, it didn't click that I needed to make a video because it was Thursday. But anyway, so I would say BookTubeAthon went fairly well. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to do, and if you watched my updates, you probably have a pretty good idea of what I did read, but I do want to just go ahead and wrap it all up. So, the first book I read for BookTubeAthon, it actually started before BookTubeAthon, so I'm not really counting it as a book that I read completely, so yeah, but I read Eragon by Christopher Kaelene. I should look up how to say his name. I feel like that would be a good idea to do. It's a fantasy book about a boy who finds a dragon egg, and so cool. Very cool. Anyway, this was a reread for me, and I borrowed the rest of the Eragon series from a friend, so I wanted to get started on this one. Unfortunately, I didn't finish it before BookTubeAthon, so I finished it during BookTubeAthon. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I gave 5 stars. It was still a good read, even though I remembered a lot of it. I mean, like, a lot of the awe and wonder that I remember from the first time I read it was kind of gone because I've read it before. But it was still good, and I enjoyed it, and yes, it took me like 2 days to finish this. The next book I read for BookTubeAthon was Go Set a Watchman, and this completed the Read the Last Book That You Acquired challenge. This is the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Basically, Scout comes back and makes some discoveries about her family and her town that she grew up in. And they're not exactly the most pleasant discoveries. So she has to come to terms with that. Yeah. When I finished this, I really wasn't sure what to think about it. I feel like this is a book that it would be better if you took your time reading it, because when I finished it, I was confused. Well, not really confused. I mean, like, it's easy to understand. I just feel like I missed something because I went through it so fast. I actually didn't even rate it because I had no idea what to think. Going back and thinking about it, I'm still not sure, actually. Like, I feel like I understand it a little bit better, but I don't know. We'll see. The next book I read was Catch a Falling Star by Kim Culbertson, and this took care of the Read a Book with Blue on the Cover challenge, as did Eragon and Go Set a Watchman. But yes, I think I gave this one 4 stars. It was very cute, it was very adorable. I said aw many times, but it's about this girl living in a small town, and she's perfectly happy to be there. And then Hollywood decides to film a movie in her town, and in order to help fix the reputation of the main actor in the movie, they propose a deal that they act like they're dating, and she accepts it because she needs the money. And, you know, it's kind of what usually happens with these. She starts to feel like she has feelings for him, and yes, it was so cute. I enjoyed it quite a bit. The next book I read was Animal Farm by George Orwell, but I listened to it on my phone. That was the first time I've ever listened to an audiobook. It was quite interesting. I gave the book 4 stars, I believe. I really enjoyed it. It's about a farm where the animals decide to rebel against the humans and completely kick them out, and about just what happens throughout that and what happens afterwards. I thought it was very interesting. It was quite clever, I think, the way the animals had personalities and such, and the way the story went. Just, I thought it was very cool, and I enjoyed listening to it. Animal Farm completed the Read Someone Else's Favorite Book challenge because that was Ariel Bassett's favorite book. The next book I read was Tramp for the Lord by Corrie ten Boom, and this book is about Corrie ten Boom, the author, and it's just different stories of her traveling all over the world and telling people about when she was in a concentration camp during World War II, and just how God was faithful to her through that, and how he continued to be faithful to her as she traveled around the world. And the stuff in here was so cool. I gave this 5 stars. I enjoyed it immensely. It didn't complete a challenge. It was supposed to be my 7th book that I read, so I could read 7 books. It didn't happen. Like, I didn't read 7 books. But I enjoyed this so much. The next book I read was Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. This was the read a book without letting go of it challenge, and it was quite easy to do. And it also has blue on the cover. I read a lot of books that have blue on the cover. And yes, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I mean, it's the 2nd time I've read it, but I still enjoyed it. It says a lot of stuff that I feel like me as a new college student needed to hear, I suppose. But basically about, you know, like going off on a journey and how life won't always be perfect, but, you know, things happen and you'll go places. And yeah, I liked it, and I feel like I'll probably reread it several times. The next and last book that I read for BookTubeAthon, like I literally finished it a few hours before it was over, is Heart to Heart by Kaelene McDaniel. This book is about 2 friends, and one of them dies in a car accident, and she was an organ donor. And it's about the other friend coping and meeting the girl who got her friend's heart. And this took care of the read a book whose author has the same first letter of your last name, and a book that you've really been wanting to read, which that could actually go for like Go Set a Watchman and Catch a Falling Star. And yeah, but anyway, Kaelene McDaniel is one of my favorite authors ever. This book almost made me cry. Like, I knew it was going to be sad because that's the kind of books that Kaelene McDaniel writes. But it still made me very sad in a very good way because that was what was intended. And yes, I enjoyed it immensely. So yeah. Did I mention I gave this one 5 stars? I gave it 5 stars. The only book that I didn't get to in the BookTubeAthon was Magana by Maria Devana Headley. I meant to get to it, I just didn't have time. It's actually still on my TBR pile. I've been meaning to get to that one. It'll probably be the next one that I pick up as soon as I finish whatever I'm currently reading. I need to get that for the end. So this is the final stack. In total I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sort of 7. Like, not completely 7 because I'd already started Eragon. So all in all, I'd say BookTubeAthon went really well. I got 6 of the 7 challenges, almost got 7. I really enjoyed it. Like, for my first BookTubeAthon, I think it went pretty well. The only thing I didn't like is, like, I just felt so much pressure to read, and I know that's the point of a BookTubeAthon, or any readathon in general. It felt really strange, because I would, like, sit down and be like, okay, I have to read because I have to get these done. It's a very strange feeling. I feel accomplished that I read this much, I really do. But it was very strange just to feel like I had to read. I don't know. But I still enjoyed BookTubeAthon. I'll probably do it again next year, or the one that they have for Christmas. Assuming they have one again for Christmas. Anyway, that was my BookTubeAthon wrap-up. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Yes, Katie and I have created an Instagram. I feel very proud of that. So yeah, Katie and I will hopefully have more videos up sometime soon. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to make because college just started and I don't know what my workload's going to be like. Like, I've been in college officially 2 days, so I've seen all the syllabusi. I had to look up what the plural of syllabus was because it was bugging me that I had no idea. Anyway, we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully, I will see you later. In the meantime, I will be reading this. Bye! And today I'm going to do my extremely belated BookTubeAthon TBR. Fudge. No. But it would be... Hi, buddy.